Havalandi is a new game from Reiner Knizia, and it's about air balloons. And I've never ridden an air balloon, and I'm actually kind of sad about that. Maybe someday when my kids are gone, me and my wife will go for a ride in an air balloon. I think it's a neat idea. And so in this game, you're flying around in air balloons, and forget the theme because that doesn't matter anymore. But there's a cool air balloon in this game. Let's go look. In this game, players are moving a balloon around the board. On your turn, you're going to roll a die, a six-sided die, and that's how many spaces you will move the balloon. After you move the balloon, you'll then look at the two paths. So this one here goes this path and this path. If it's on the board here, at the end of the board is kind of one space, and so you have these two long paths. But once you have it there, you can place this on any empty spot on either path, one of your balloons. Or, if you already have a balloon there, you can kind of go in the same territory. You're trying to make groups of balloons, because if you get a group of 3 balloons, you score 3 points. If you grow that group to 4, you get 4 points. So that's one way to get points. You're also going to get points by making fleets of balloons. So when you have balloons and one of them's on the gravel path, you can turn all those balloons over, launch them, and you're going to score points based on the number of different areas that you're touching. So if you're just touching one of the groups or just 2 of the groups, you're going to score just a few points. And the rules aren't particularly clear about this, but it's 4, 8, and 12 for the number of different groups you're in. You also get 3 points whenever you put a balloon next to one of these spots. And at the end of the game, you'll get 7 points if you've connected to all of them. Also at the end of the game, you'll evaluate these 2 scoring cards, which are randomly selected. This one says connect 2 sides together, and you'll get 1 point for each balloon that does so. Whoever has the most points wins. There's also some special balloons that will let you do things like maybe go to a spot someone else is in. And the board has 2 sides, and they have some slightly different scoring rules on both of the sides. And that's how you play. Okay, so Havalandi, however you say this, feels like an older game, like a game that came out in the 90s. And I want to be clear, I'm not saying that in any sense of all. I'm actually looking at that as a negative thing. Come on, what is with this game? It's roll and move, first of all. You're rolling a die, moving the balloon around. And so you want to put these balloons in certain spots, but you're kind of stuck with wherever the balloon goes. You got 2 rows. Okay, fine. Then this game has really confusing terminology, looking for fleets and groups. And the fleets score points that they didn't bother printing on the board. It's very abstract. You're putting them out, and Reiner Knizia does a lot of abstract games. I like Through the Desert. I like, his Babylonia and Tigris and Euphrates and things like that. They feel like they've meat on their bones. This one just feels so obtuse and boring. You roll the die, you look down at things, you say, okay, I'll make a group here. I'll make a fleet here and get points. Also, I need to look at the ways to score there. Okay. Oh, you've blocked me. Okay, great. It's just boring. Boring, boring, boring. I give this one a 5. It looks nice, and it's easy to play, but this is like a trip to nostalgia that no one asked for. This is like an old game that isn't very, very fun.